So I'm here with Kai Nagata, who's in Montreal to do a talk. And Kai, so it's been a few months now since you left your job before in Quebec City. And I was just wondering, how are you feeling now after the few months?
I feel pretty good. I was just describing, I was talking to Sue about this feeling of momentum, this feeling that I've got these projects suddenly and unlimited energy with which to tackle them, which is kind of an amazing feeling. Because when you've got all these people across the country who are getting in touch saying, I've got these skills, I've got these resources, I've got this equipment, I've got this kind of time to give, what do you want to make? The horizons are endless, right? The possibilities just expand forever. So it's this really exciting time, and it's something that obviously I never could have done if I'd stayed at the job.
So what do you want to make?
Oh, well, I'm starting with an article series, and I'm doing that through the TAI, so that's one of my partners. And that's great, because the grant allows me to put some of that cash into the documentary project that I'm trying to do. There's 2 documentary projects, one next spring and one that we're doing this fall in California. So I'm heading down with a crew of 3. We're entirely crowdfunded. It's been just people donating through my blog, and in kind, people offering services instead of cash, which I guess is supposed to be kind of against the rules of physics, right? Like, you're not supposed to be able to make a documentary with no funding and no backer and no ad deal and no networks, but we're going to do it anyway.
And what do you think that this kind of work means for where journalism's going?
Well, let me tell you, the number of people who got in touch, who still work on the insides of these newsrooms, but are this close to quitting, it might scare the managers a little bit to hear that, but there's people who are really evaluating their options right now and looking at the direction that the industry is going and saying, there's got to be a better way to do this. What we're trying to do right now is to adapt different models. I'm talking to all these people who are doing it in different ways and looking at how they fund their projects and how they distribute them. And I'm running these experiments, and the hope is that in collaboration with all of these other independent media makers across the entire country, that we can figure out a model that would allow, I guess, sort of a safe landing for somebody who's bringing all this skill and all this experience and has a lot to teach and learn and a lot of room to grow creatively, but who's been in the inside of one of these big networks and wants to sort of try something else. So that's what we're trying to offer as an alternative.
Thanks, Kai.
Yeah, no problem.